So, tell me about your mallet.
So this was yours, actually. I think it was yours in the 90s. You, I guess, makeshifted it yourself.
Yeah.
You put I don't know the actual, what the mallet material is. I know that this is some sort of something that makes it harder.
That's
just know that it's like, it's special.
Yeah, it is special.
I picked it up one day and I just kept it.
Right. No, yeah. So basically, it's a house pallet type material.
Oh, wow.
And it has some routing down here to remove a little bit of the weight and also give it a little bit more frictionlessness, I guess. And then this is an epoxy
that's right.
is put in there so that it hits the puck a little harder, and so you get a little bit more pop on your shot.
He basically gave it to me because
I gave it to you because
I don't have the.
You didn't have the power. You're gaining the power. Seems
right,
like.
And it's almost like this might be a disadvantage, right? Because I'm losing more possessions than I probably could.
Possibly, maybe, possibly. Be interesting to see, how you evolve. But okay, so can you say your name and where you're from?
Yeah, my name is Sarah Weissman. I'm from Houston, Texas, born and raised.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And what do you do? What do you?
Like with my life?
Yeah, I mean, what do you do for a living, or are you going to school?
So I'm not currently in school.
Okay.
I work at a independently owned pet store that specializes in raw nutrition for cats and dogs. And I work in the production side, and I make food, package it all, and then I work on the store side with doing consultation with customers to get their pet on the right diet that they need. That's basically all I do right now is just work. And practice air hockey.
Practice air hockey. But you also, I guess, work in air hockey in some ways.
Yeah, I do. Right. I guess I do work in air hockey. I would consider myself a promoter of air hockey. I run tournaments every Friday night in downtown Houston. I have ran 3 world championships. This one being the biggest one I've ever run. And yeah, I do a lot of talking in between states and here and there and.
Okay, that's neat. So, how did you discover air hockey?
My father, actually, discovered it through you. You're a 10-time world champion. So I kind of just. I grew up with it, right? I don't think it was ever a discovery of it. It was part of my life. When I became maybe cognizant of, I like this and I want to be good, I would say probably around the age of 15, 16, when sort of I needed an outlet for being a teenager and for going through stuff. And so that is probably around when I, decided that I was actually going to play seriously.
Do you have any strong memory? So for you, it wasn't like you discovered it. It was just something that was always there and you knew about. But there's a discovery moment, like what you said, where you were like, I could do this.
Well, so I guess we could go back a little bit. I do have a sort of a discovery moment. I distinctly remember one random night, because I know that you had been out of air hockey for a while, and I think Jacob started wanting to go to the weeklies at SRO, and just one random night you guys were walking out the door, and I said, where are you going? And you said, we're going to go play air hockey, and I asked if I could go, and you said, sure. I don't think Mom really liked that it was at a bar, but, and I went. So that was my first real discovery of it. My true first discovery actually would be, I think, 2014 Colorado Worlds. I won the highest finishing female award, and for me that just, I didn't do great that tournament, but I had something that I could go home with. I'm the highest ranked female, and so since then that's been my goal. I always want to be the highest ranked female, but on top, get better too, right? Sure.
Okay. Neat. So, what does air hockey mean to you?
Air hockey to me means encouragement. Air hockey encourages me to be better. It encourages me to think outside of the box. It forces me to put myself out of my comfort zone and to really push myself. It encourages me to get out of bed, right? I have days when I really don't want to practice, but I know that I probably should, and so, okay, maybe I'll just go and play one game. Once you play one game with someone, you want to keep going. It just encourages me to be better.
Okay. So it means I'm not sure I understand what it means to you.
It's. I don't know if necessarily it can mean one singular thing.
No, of course.
For me, I think
it can mean lots of things.
It's part of my life.
Mm-hmm.
Air hockey for me means a place where I can come and be with people that I've known my whole life, and even if I don't see them for a year or two, I can start right back off where I was.
Right. Okay. So so there's some community aspect to it. So
essentially, air hockey means life.
Okay. Yeah. It's interesting because I never thought about, never thought about, well, I'm going to have my kids play air hockey.
Yeah.
And they're going to, but that you guys became interested on your own, in essence. Like nobody was saying you're going to come and play.
Yeah.
Is kind of cool.
Well, I think, right, then that's potentially a side of, how much, genetically, right, does that influence that competitive drive, that almost, you know what I mean? Because we all have it in different ways. I think for Jacob, it was a way for him to get closer to you and to connect to you. And I know actually for me, it was a way to be closer to you. My vision, though, was always you would play and I could see you in a world. That's always been my vision.
Right.
My dream is I want to see you in another world.
I
know, but that's always been,
The ship sailed, but
and it's just fun at the end of the day.
Well, yes, that's true. It also is just kind of a relaxing activity to be involved in at times.
Right.
Just to laugh with your friends and so. Is air hockey your first passion pursuit?
No.
Okay.
It's not. I think my first passion pursuit was music.
Okay.
I was in choir all throughout elementary school and middle school and high school.
Right.
And I think at first that I had a really big love for music and for singing and performing, but they're two very different things, right? But it definitely wasn't my first passion.
Okay. Is there something uniquely different about it than music?
Yeah. So with music, unless you're doing a solo, right? You're working with a group of people to make a beautiful piece, a beautiful symphony. Air hockey, it's all you. And you have to rely on yourself. You have to prove to yourself that you're the best. Whereas sometimes, unfortunately, in music, if you're not that lead person, you can, just sway in the background a little bit. But it's still enjoyable and it's still pretty.
Gotcha. So in air hockey, you're sort of, you have no net. You're on your own on that live wire, the high wire, and
right. If I mess up or if I don't do something, it's on me, right? If someone messes up in a whole choir, it's the whole choir's fault, technically.
Right, but what I heard you say is that you can also mess up, but it doesn't matter because there's other people bringing up the slack. So.
Yes, and so that's why right, when air hockey encourages me to be better, because doing that in a choir probably isn't the best thing. You make mistakes, right? But air hockey can't.
Right. You're faced with the results.
Yeah.
Right then there, and you have to accept it and either learn from it and get better, or decide that you're not up for that feeling anymore. Yeah. So, do you feel like air hockey has changed you, and in what way, if you think that it has?
Oh, that's a hard one. Air hockey has definitely changed me. I don't necessarily want to be the type of person I would have been without air hockey, because I think air hockey has helped me learn how to deal with conflict resolution, right? And it has helped me deal with my emotional maturity. You have to have some sort of level of emotional maturity to play this game and to compete. And we see, unfortunately, some players that don't, and we see how that affects their game.
Sure.
So it's definitely changed me. People like to say that I seem a lot more older than I really am, and I actually do think that a lot of that has to do with air hockey. Not even just the playing aspect, the aspect that I do run tournaments and I am out, doing things and contacting people. Right? I kind of have to be older than I really am.
Right. And how old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay.
So
and you're running the World Air Hockey Championship, and dealing with a lot of different people and different personalities, and
Well, and I also, I don't want to even also chalk it up to this, but also being a woman, a young woman. It's hard.
Mm-hmm. And do you feel like it is because of things that are going on in your mind about being a woman, or do you feel like there are people outside of you that are expressing opinions or engaging in you in a certain way that isn't really?
I think it's probably more my inner feelings, right?
Okay.
Of just, do they think that I can't, do this properly because I'm a woman, but I'm also young, I think. But you do have those times when, if you're even just playing a practice game with someone and you say, okay, white or red, and they say, no, you can have it.
Oh, okay.
It's like, well, okay, fine, I'll have it.
And I'm going to show you why that's...
Yeah, so it happens all the time.
Yeah.
But, right, use it to your advantage then.
Sure.
Why not?
Right, okay, fair enough. So, okay, imagine that the world air hockey has the attention of the world. Okay. We want to get them to know about air hockey, and in this idea, the whole world is looking at us and listening.
Okay.
What do you feel like the world needs to know about air hockey?
Oh my gosh. What the world needs to know about air hockey. I think the world needs to know that it's the fastest table sport in the world.
Okay. And what would that do? What would that mean?
I mean, I guess it would mean that it would show the world that there's nothing else that can compare, right? This is the cream of the cream of the crop?
Cream of the crop.
This is the cream of the crop of these
table sports. Okay.
Ping pong. I don't even know other ones.
Yeah. So, all right. There's billiards.
It's hard. It's hard because air hockey does have that connotation of, it's just like an arcade that my child plays.
Right.
It takes someone to watch it for a little bit to see. And my issue is that I think people get bored. So how do we fix that? How do we fix someone getting bored while watching it before they really know what it is?
Sure. Okay. All right.
So I don't think I can answer that question.
Well, I think you did answer the question. What I heard was that the world needs to see that it's a fast, exciting sport.
Yeah.
That has intensity and skill, and if the world would stop long enough and watch long enough to get past any kind of initial boredom.
Yeah. Because there is. You have.
Yeah. Okay, a couple of fun questions to wrap it up. What is your best shot?
My best shot, I personally think it's my right wall over.
Okay.
When it's on point, when it's working, I think it's my best shot.
Okay. So then let's look at it from the perspective of, if you look at your shots percentage-wise overall, what's your best shot?
Probably my cut.
Okay.
Is that what you would think? I wanted to know.
Oh, you want to know? I think that's accurate, that your cut is your best shot. Yeah. And because I do believe that the consistency is what is needed in part of the best.
Yeah.
Okay, so the universe is going to gift you, grant you one air hockey shot that is championship caliber level. What shot would you like to add?
That I don't already have?
Well, do you have a championship caliber shot?
No.
Okay, so what championship caliber shot would you want?
What championship caliber shot would I want? I think I would want a forehand left wall.
Forehand left wall. Under or over?
Over.
Oof, okay, yeah.
Is that a good one?
It could, yeah. Could be really great.
That one, I think a good cross is nice.
It is. Yeah. Is that what you would want?
No, I want the
You want the forehand.
I want the forehand left wall over.
Okay. Interesting. All right.
Because it's not just that. It's like it's a theatrical shot, right? You got to throw your whole body into it.
So it's about looking good on the table.
Yeah, I'm in the championship finals.
Yeah, okay.
I want
You want something flashy. Okay.
Yeah, I want people to look at me.
That's great. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
You know,
okay.
and then everyone talks about it.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if I never win a Worlds ever again.
Right.
That forehand left all over.
Yeah, it would be. Okay. Nice. So what is the goal for you?
So the goal for me is to find a way to get air hockey out more into the world. I want to reach out to the younger generation, and the goal for me would be to see air hockey, looked at the same sophistication as Olympic sports.
Okay.
And I would like to be the first female to break master.
Okay.
I would love to be the first female to win a world championships.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I have other things in my life though, and I love air hockey, but
Right.
it's that I don't know truly how much time I want to give.
To invest.
Yeah, right.
Understood.
Also, when I am investing in the other aspect of air hockey, the business side,
Mhm.
but I definitely want to be the first female to break master.
Okay. All right. Well, I think you have the ability to do it. I hope that you do it. I
Yeah.
would love to be there and watch it and
Yeah.
cheer you on. I appreciate all that you're doing to
Thank you.
keep air hockey alive.
Thank you.
Because, when the new players, for the most part, are the children of the original
Yeah.
players, it's not it's not growing, and we need to
and
figure out how to
that's
grow it.
Something that I've been thinking about, right? As you look
Yeah.
around, it's all young family members or friends. Well,
Yeah.
we gotta. So yeah.
So maybe if the world can see
Yeah.
what we see,
Yeah.
some growth can happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I think it's also though about right. We have to have places to play,
Absolutely. Yeah.
right? So there's also that aspect.
It is. I think that if we can get in front of enough people online, past the boredom factor, to get them to go, wow, they might then seek out. Because
Yeah.
there are places to play, even though if they're not a lot,
Right.
but they could seek them out and local groups could start up.
So it's almost like build it and they will come, or is it shall come?
If you build it, they will come. But
In a sense.
so in this, it's if you show them, they will come. I don't.
If something, right?
Okay.
There, it's a If we show the world, then I don't know. Anything's possible. But we got to show the world,
That's right.
and I don't know how.
Well, the internet.
Yeah.
Yep.
Internet.
Alrighty. Well, that's it. I thank you for taking time.
You're welcome.
And
course.
thanks for doing the tournament. It's a great tournament.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm excited to see who wins. Love you.
And you too.